Hello guys, welcome back to the Big LT. Before I literally demolish an entire stack of Pringles, I wanted to make this video here while eating the rest of my candy, which is bottle caps. So like on episode 4 when I kept on eating those and tried to find the root beer flavored ones, but I couldn't. So yeah, for some reason mine has something that says lemon, even though that bottle caps don't have a lemon flavored thing on it. It must be some advanced something that some advanced alien technology created, because that's not normal crap. Alright, so before the video begins, there's something else I want to say as well. There's something that Wise Aiden made a discovery with two towers I could not find the location of because Google Maps did not let me. They just didn't want they couldn't find the location, even though I typed out the exact name and all of that. You guys remember the WCBWFM Columbia Towers? Well, I did tell you that I seen these towers before. Um, I even actually got proof. I actually, for some reason, told my dad to take a picture instead of record it, which would have been nice. But I told him to take a picture. I'll show you later. But I told you here's the information I gave you guys on episode 2. Well, I mean part 2 of this series. I told you guys that there's a gray tower and a red and white tower. The gray tower has a strobe light on it, but at the time of making that video, I wasn't too sure. Then the red and white one had an incandescent beacon with only one set of markers, and yeah. And I told you guys I remember seeing the gray one that it was on day mode, even though the sun was like a quarter high, like it wasn't fully risen yet, but it was getting there. It was rising, and the tower's already on day mode. It was probably stuck on day mode the entire night. I don't know. I never seen a tower go to day mode that early. Not even a second Lowe's tower, and that goes to night mode very very late. So I would imagine it going to day mode very very early, but no, it doesn't. So um, since I was able to find the location of this place, Wise Aiden did on during Discord. He actually found Street View and discovered something with the gray tower. He finally found out what beacon it has, or I could say beacons, beacons. First off, this is what the two towers look like. The red and white one is on the left, and the gray one is on the right. Um, my description is kind of accurate, but it's not really. It kind of is, but not. They both towers have some very long. Both towers have antennas on the very top, though the gray one looks like it's wider antennas and the other one's skinnier antennas. And I don't see much microwave antenna. I mean I don't see much. I don't see any microwave dishes on the red and white tower, but on the gray tower I can see a few. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Oh, and it also has some cell antennas as well. The gray one, not the red and white one. So yeah, there's that. I just wanted to show you what they look like. This here's actually better a better picture of it. I can actually see more stuff on the red and white tower. Okay, so when I first seen this picture, I thought the red and white the antenna behind the red and white tower behind the gray tower was some separate antenna that was on this tower here, and I looked at the beacons and I was just like that very top antenna, the beacons are not on that very top antenna. That's weird. And then I realized, oh wait, it's those two towers. When I seen the other pictures. Well, you just let's show this here. It's blurry. This here is better. Do you see that? You see that? you got something long and something short. And guess what it is? Yep, it's a single strobe and incandescent beacon. Both towers have the same night mode. Hopefully that incandescent beacon is an old school incandescent beacon, so it has a chance of having two sets of markers, since the other one only has one set of markers. That'll be nice to see. So yeah, there's that. I just wanted to show you that. Now then, let's get on with the video. So the last 2 days of school before Christmas break last year, well, this school year, but not last school year, but you know what I'm trying to say. But I went on a giant search for 3 boss towers I'm going to show you, and all 3 of them, well, one of them used to have a very unique and my favorite beacon setup. The other 2 I'm not too sure, but all 3 of them used to have the same beacon setup. Now one of them sadly has an LED, which I'll have to show you later. But there are going to be 3 boss towers I'll make sure to film. So the reason why I want to film well, actually, when I was searching for those towers, I was in Georgia, and I went through this area and recognized those 2 towers there. And instead of actually taking a picture of what the towers look like, I took a picture of the town that it's in, Lake Park, Georgia. At least I can look that up so I can show you this. The reason why I took a picture of this is because I remember seeing these towers back when I went to Florida in 2019. I remember the lattice tower has a dual strobe. I remember seeing that, but the guide tower next to it has some sort of LED. I remember it being so dim I could barely see it. I was just like, does that thing even have a beacon? And it took a while until we actually passed it, and the sun was no longer in the direction of the towers, so I can actually see the beacon flashing us, and I could confirm that it was an LED. So, yeah, I decided to take a picture of it because of that. I seen them, and I questioned that. I was just like, why is that LED so dim? Or is that even it? Or is that even a beacon? Holy crap! It's so dim. Like, seriously. Okay, we are now in Lake Park, Georgia. We are going to go and access Street View here and start at the beginning. Or just over here somewhere. I don't really know where the towers are. I don't know if they may be behind me. Maybe. Alright, no they aren't. I'm just going to just zoom past this town. Or actually, I think it's big enough to be a city. But I'm just going to zoom past it to find the towers. Well, guys, I think I found them. Yep, I found them. They're just down there. There's the 2 glory towers. Alright, so, as you can see, the lattice tower, you can see it's dual strobe. And then the guide tower, since LEDs are small and flat, and since it's being covered by, what the heck's going on with the camera? Look at that! Look at that! And since the cell antennas are blocking it as well, you can barely see it. But I'll try to show them. I'll try to see if I can. Oh, I think I may have spotted it. Oops. Here. Alright. I think that may be it over there. I don't know. So, if that is it, oh, and there's a marker, I think. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But, I do know it has an LED. I remember seeing that. So, I'm going to try to film these towers when I come down here. Hopefully I don't forget them, because I want to film them. So, yeah. Now then, let's move on to some other towers. Let's move on to there's 2 very unique towers I want to film. Okay, so I think I just realized that the 2 towers I want to show you actually come before the two that I showed you earlier. So yeah, there's that. All right, here's the first one that I want to show you guys. This one sadly no longer has the beacon that you would see on here because FAA, but yep, a red and white cell tower with a modern incandescent beacon. It sadly has an LED now. Yeah, it does. Hopefully it's not white and red. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's red only. So yeah, I found it out during when I found this tower. I looked at a new Street View and found out that it used to have an incandescent. Well, I mean that I found out that it now has an LED. Man, I've seen a lot of very unique towers that now have LEDs. Like I'm going to show you some others. All right, so here's the other unique tower that I want to film if it still has its beacons on it. So as you can see, it has two dual strobes and they're in marker form. That's what I like to call it because markers look like that when you on water towers and all that. That's what they look like. And yeah, I really hope that this does not have an LED. I'm not too sure, but I think this may have an LED. I really hope not, but there's two other towers that have two dual strobes on top that now have LEDs. This tower here used to have two dual strobes on the top, just like the one that I showed you. But now I checked new Street View and now it has two LEDs. Yeah, it's bull crap. This tower here used to have two dual strobes on top, along with some cell antennas, one set of cell antennas as well. Well, new Street View has told me that it now has one LED and the cell antennas have been removed. They did this tower dirty. They did all three of these towers dirty. Well, guys, so I have bad news for you. There's a monopole that I can't find. I swear I took a picture of this because I found it on a school computer. Um, but I found a monopole that had a very unique beacon. If you don't know what it is, it's a TWR strobe and LED beacon. I can't find it though. I I, I must have accidentally deleted it or something. But I don't see myself doing that. But I can't find it. So that's another tower that I really want to film. If it still has its beacon, but if we have to be honest, if it gets replaced, if the strobe and LED gets replaced by an LED, it's technically replacing an LED somewhat, but it's still stupid. All right, so the next tower that I want to film, if I remember it, is this little tower here, which looks like it only has microwaves on it, but it's a small tower with microwaves and stuff. It looks like it has a flash technology dual strobe. It looks like I found it on the school computer as well, since this is a low quality. So yeah, there's that. Um, yeah, I'm going to try to film this. This is close to the three of the boss towers I'm going to show you soon. And when I mean soon, I mean right now, because I can't find any other towers that come before these three towers I want to film. Well, that I want to show you guys because I'm going to film them. But here's here's one of the three boss towers. Well, one of the three last boss towers. Yeah, boy. It looks like it's a microwave tower because it has three microwaves on it. You can see one, two, three. And it has my favorite beacon setup. It has a FH308, I think, or maybe some different single strobe, but whatever. It has a single strobe on it, and it also has a modern incandescent beacon on it. So yeah, there's the first one out of all three. The last time I seen all three of these towers was 2019, and I haven't seen them ever since. And that was early 2019. I actually found out that was March, not April. Well, guys, I got good news. It looks like I didn't take a picture of the missing candelabra tower. I mean, I didn't take a picture of the monopole. I screenshotted the monopole, so it wasn't in my camera. It was in screenshots. That's the reason why I couldn't find them. But this here's the one that has the TWR strobe and LED. There's some markers. There's the two antennas, and as you can see, that is the TWR strobe and LED. Strobe on top and LED on bottom. I'm not used to it. I'm always used to the red beacon being on top of the white beacon because that's how dual strobes always work. So I'm going to try to film this. All right. So now that we looked at one of the three final boss towers, we're going to look at the other two. Here's something else that I found during my time finding these. I've actually found another Google. There's a Google Maps car following a Google Maps car. That's a Google Maps camera, right? I don't know, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool find. It's very close to the towers. This tower is not among the three strobe and incandescent tower bosses. But it's this here is next to the second strobe and incandescent tower boss. This here is another very wide cell tower. But this one actually has a flash technology dual strobe on it. I don't know if it still has it or not, because because somebody had to invent LEDs. And that somebody is probably, I don't know who, I don't know which company created LED beacons first. I like to believe that was flash technology, but it probably wasn't. So yeah, I'm going to try to film this one when I film the second strobe and incandescent tower. All right, here's the second strobe and incandescent tower. As you can see, just like the first one, it has 3 microwave antennas on it, and it also has 2 FM looking antennas on it. So yeah, and as you can see, it has the same beacon setup. It's a single strobe for day mode and an incandescent beacon for night mode. And we also got a cat. You've seen the first one. You've seen the second one. There's another view of the second one. And now you get to finally see the third and final one. The one that had a sad beacon fate. It's no longer among, it's still among the 3, but to me it is, but technically it isn't. This one here out of all 3 has the most antennas. You guessed it. It's a third strobe and incandescent. It's a strobe the third strobe and incandescent beacon tower. This one has 4 microwaves on it, 2 sets of cell antennas, and some FM looking antennas again. Oh, it has actually 5 microwaves on it, not 4. So yeah, 5 microwaves, 4 FM antennas, and 2 cell antennas. Yeah, it looks like this tower is being used very well. But sadly, the beacons were replaced. I don't know if I have a screenshot of the new beacon or not, but hopefully I do. Here's something else. That single strobe is kind of green, if I should say. It looks green for some reason. Here's all 3 of them in their glory. Well, I can't find this. Looks like I didn't screenshot the tower with its new beacon, so I had to track it down. And I already know the location of this, so here it is. There it is, guys. You know, when I found out that this has an LED, I got so pissed. And after being pissed off, I got sad. I was just like, this was a childhood tower. This is nostalgic. The reason why is because I remember one vacation. I'm going to turn it down. But one vacation, we were in this area and we didn't. I don't think we passed by the first tower yet, but we went to a McDonald's, and we just ate. I think dinner down there and stuff, or it may have been lunch, very very late lunch. But you know, that's how we are when it comes to vacation. Like I already told you in part 4. So yeah, at that time, well yeah. And when we left, we got into a car which had a CD player, so we watched like that vampire dude off of Sesame Street sing about numbers and stuff. And I was just sat in the car, and I was just like, we're never going to go to Florida. We're never going to make it. It felt like an eternity. I thought we were never going to going. I thought we were never going there, but I didn't realize how close we were to the place. But I remember seeing the first tower. I was just like, "Ooh, I love that beacon. I love that. I love seeing that. I like how it has those two beacons." And then like a few miles later, I found the second one, and all three towers are in Florida. Well, we're so when I said we're never making it to Florida, I actually meant to say we're never making it to Disney World. So yeah, that's what I meant to say since we're already in Florida. But um um I seen the second tower, just like, ooh, this here has the same beacon setup as well, and it looks the same as the other one. And then I seen the third one a few miles away, a few more miles away. I was just like, holy crap, three in a row, crap, man. I wonder what went on down here. Just gee. And now knowing that one of the three towers I remember seeing and looking at, and just like, holy crap, three in a row, is no longer has its strobe and incandescent beacon, it hurt. It hurts very, very much, and knowing that I'm never going to be able to see this with its old beacon setup again, yeah, it sucked. The last time I seen this tower was 2019, and it still had this beacon set up, as you can see. Well, now it now has a it now has what I believe to be a modern LED. Look at this. That single strobe looks like a cone strobe. Oh my god, this is even more devastating. Okay, I hope that this here is the new street view. I think it is. Yep, it's a new street view. Look at the dreadfulness of the tower now. You can see that's a modern LED. It's big bulbed. You already know what it is. And it fills me with dread and sadness every time I see it. This is I really can't believe that when I actually first started talking, really getting into towers on the big LT and stuff, like, and well, I've been a tower enthusiast for a long time, longer than I started liking towers since I was little. But when I first rapidly made tower videos, I I was just like, you know what, FAA is good. They give towers beacons. Until I realized that the reason why the smaller KZN towers, the incandescent beacon is not working on it is because the FAA shut it off. And that's when I realized, they can suck sometimes, but eh. And then after that, it just went downhill when I found out that they're responsible for this LED crap. And now since they did this and all that, I'm done. I'm done with FAA. FAA is our enemy, and they'll forever be our enemy. They did this to this poor tower, and I'm not going to forgive them. How dare they? Shame on them. Ooh, old street view. It didn't look like it used to always have cell antennas, but F you, FAA. I hate you, and I hate the person who invented LED beacons. They're taking away. They're ruining memorable towers that we grew up with. Not this one, but I didn't grow up with this because I didn't grow up in this area. But I used to see this every time I would go to Florida. Well, except for the first time, and all the times that we took a flight. I have now made it into I'm now even closer to Orlando right now. And guess what I just spotted right after I stopped scratching my neck, but look what I spotted. An AT&T Long Lines tower, but I got sad news. They painted it gray. It's no longer red and white. I wonder what this is. Oh, that's a bridge. They painted it. And it looks like it has an LED as well. I don't know. That may be an LED. If so, then that means that I bet AT&T did this. Or actually, that may be a single strobe. I don't know. Hopefully, it's a single strobe. But I found this tower. When I seen it, I'm just like, I need to film that. And I already know to film all AT&T long line towers that I run into on the trip. So yeah, I'm going to film all of them the best I can. Except for the ones that are very, 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 very far away that I can barely see because of trees. So yeah. Now then, there's some, I don't know. There's another tower that I want to see, but it's at a toll booth, and I don't remember where it is. Well, guys, I'm having some trouble finding this next tower, but I do remember there being a small cell tower next to a toll booth, um, or road toll. I think that's what they may be called, but I don't remember. But it's next to one of those toll booth things for roads, and I wanted to film that. I remember seeing it at night during a stormy day. Like it was some. Actually, it may have actually just been so dark because of the storm, but that it was on night mode. But I don't remember if it had a dual strobe or not. I think it had a dual strobe, but I think it may have an LED though. I'm not sure. I forgot where the location was. So yeah, that sucks. I can't find a toll. But let's try to find it. Toll toll booth. I found one. Oh wait, that's a toll booth. All right, guys, I think I may have found it. Yep, that's a toll booth, or maybe not. I don't really know. This the toll booth is all the way. It's oh wait, it's just right over there. Okay, that means this tower must be it. All right, moment of truth time. Let's see what beacon it really has. And oh, an LED. Alright, well, it has an LED. I wonder if it used to have a dual strobe. I remember seeing it at night. That was a long time ago. Like 2014, I think. Or 13, I don't know. Oh, still LED. So it looks like it had an LED for a long time. And so that means that it's old school because I remember the flash being a dual strobe flash from a flash technology dual strobe night mode flash and an old school LED flash. So it is old school LED. Well, that's good. I didn't want it to be any other LED. That's the best LED that I know of because that's the best night mode. What is this road here? Alright, there's only like two more towers I know of that I need to film. And these two towers are actually kind of special. They are the if we do take this, if I do it's only if we take a certain route, I think. But there are two final boss towers, and they're gigantic as well. Um, I don't know where it is actually. Um, maybe it's over here. Oh no, let's check. I'm just going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit to look around. Guys, I think I may have found a tower with a weird looking beacon. I wonder if it's an LED. Oh my god, guys. I think I found the fourth brother to the three other towers. Hopefully this tower's on the same path. I'm not even joking. This actually has a strobe and incandescent beacon. Well, actually, what am I talking about? It no longer has it. This one's the one with the weird looking beacon. Remember? This one I was just like, oh, this has a weird looking beacon. So it looks like this one was ruined as well. Because it no longer has that beacon. It has that may be a modern LED actually. I thought there was only three. Was did I just uncover one that I forgot about? I have no idea. I need to screenshot this. It would be nice if it still had this beacon set up. Like I got so I was for some I looked at old Street View knowing that it now has a different knowing that the beacon it has it is real and stuff. And then when I looked at it, I was just like, holy crap, guys, hopefully it's on the same path as where I'm going. And then I realized, oh wait, what am I talking about? It no longer has the beacons. So yeah, that sucks. I wonder if it's on the same path that we go to go to Orlando. Because if so, then that means that this may have been a fourth brother to the other three. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Okay, never mind, guys. This here is the path that we take. That this path here is different, I think, than the path that we actually take, which is this one, I think. Well, I can't find the two final boss towers, so I just have to tell you them. I should just tell you my experience of seeing them. So I remember we arrived to Orlando, and it was dark outside, and I remember we're on the highway, and I looked out my window and seen these giant towers, and there's two of them. They both had incandescent beacons, like literally they had mounds of incandescent beacons. Like at the time, I'm not going to spoil what they are, but they were not all flashing at the same time. They were all flashing at different times, but it was crazy. Like I was just like, what are those two towers? I'm wondering what they even are. I was just like, holy crap, they look so cool. And yeah. When we were leaving, I was just like, oh, hopefully I see them. I'm going to make sure to look out for them since they're giant, and hopefully, and I shouldn't miss them, right? Well, guess what? I fell asleep, and then I seen another. We passed another tower that I recognized, that came before the two other towers I'm talking about. I was just like, no, I missed it. No. And then when I found out we were going to Florida again, I was just like, yay, I get to find them. Hopefully, like I mean, I get to see them at day. Hopefully. And then my mom's just like, "Oh, we're going to fly this time." Just like, what? What do you say? Like, it was just so disappointing, and it was fearful as well because I never flew before. I was just like, "Why, mom? Why? Why do I have to fly? Why can't we just drive like we usually do?" Well, um, I'm pretty sure it was actually the 2019 trip when I found out what they were. Both towers were gigantic red and white single antenna mass TV towers. They were gigantic. Like holy crap. It took a long time to even get far away from them. You're still even able to see them. I don't know if I'll be able to see the towers, but if I do pass them, I will film them. And that there, I'm pretty sure I can't find any other towers I want to film after that point. So those are going to be the final boss towers. So yeah, that's going to be it for this part 5 series. Um, so yeah, unless if there's some towers in Orlando that I look around at and remember them, but all I remember is there are barely any towers that had beacons, even though that the ones that have beacons are short. But I remember I was just like, man, why can't I find why am I keep on finding beaconless towers? Like seriously, like it was like a reward seeing towers with beacons. Man, it must have been a certain area that I was at, but it may have not. But I don't know. I do know there's a lot of airports around this area, so I would imagine a lot of towers having beacons here. So yeah, there's that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.